Today on the table I have the AM15 and the 316M. Currently you will see a price split of $55, but the price is not static at all. If I would have shot the video like 2 days ago, I would have said they were the exact same price. But right now, the 316M is $55 more than the AM15. The 316M comes with your standard GI stock, exactly what I'd like to see. The AM15 comes with an Anderson stock. I prefer the standard GI stock more, but this does have a QD mount in the back here, so that's pretty cool. The castle nut on the AM15 is not staked in, so you're going to have to do that yourself. The 316M is staked in. The receivers The AM15 does have a low shelf lower receiver. That's what I like to see on my receivers. The 316M does have a high shelf lower receiver. Is that really that big of a deal? Not so much. That limits your ability to run an AccuWedge. With the AM15, you could put an AccuWedge in there, tightening the slot between the upper and lower receiver. The 316M you could not. And if they ever lift the 86 band, the AM15 you can drop in an auto sear. The 316M you cannot put a drop-in auto sear in it. Your 316M does come with a very nice rear sight. It's basically a Troy battle sight that's been rebranded. It's a flip-up. It does have your 2 rings, which these rings are for different ranges. Basically, if this had the wind-up dial, your small peep, you would zero for 300 meters, and then if you wanted to shoot 200 meters, you just flip to the big ring, and it drops your elevation. So you do have 200 and 300 just by the flip of your finger. Your AM15 does not come with a rear sight. Now, I could have sworn in my other videos the 316M had AR-15 bolt carriers. Not the case anymore. So either I'm just having a brain fart, or they did upgrade their bolt carrier now to an M16 bolt carrier. Exactly what I'd like to see. Your top bolts are staked in, and this bolt carrier is chrome lined. Your AM15, exact same bolt carrier. Staked in top screws, M16 bolt carrier, and it is chrome lined. Good to go on that. Both use a 1-in-8 twist barrel, but the barrels do differ. Your AM15 has an M4 cut, or your M4 style barrel. Your 316M, I believe they call this the government profile. It's just straight all the way through. I was having troubles finding what the barrel's made out of the AM15. Which is usually, I've learned the low-key way of saying we went cheap on the barrel and it's 4140 steel. Which is also the same barrel the 316M uses. Not a fan of that. I don't like the inferior steels myself, and I would like a chrome line barrel. Neither of these are chrome line, and they both do use inferior steel. Is it that big of a deal? Probably not if you're new into shooting, because you'll just burn out that barrel soon anyway, and then you just throw on a different barrel. Your 316M does have a front pinned-in gas block. That's what you want. Your AM15 does not. It uses set screws. And how do you get a stuck screw loose? You heat it up and you vibrate it. I avoid screws or any sort of tightening device in my front gas block at all costs because I always have them come loose. Yeah, you can stick the screws in or drench them with Loctite. That does work. But I'd rather just go with a pinned-in front gas block. This is actually cut into the barrel, so these pins go into the barrel, so you have to break the barrel to be able to shift this, or at least cause some severe damage. They're very, very durable. Magazines it comes with, your AM15 has an ASC mag. I could have sworn I liked these mags before, but this particular one's just garbage. Even though it's got an anti-tilt follow where it still tilts. And just moving it up and down, it feels real sticky. I do think this is going to have feeding issues. You're probably going to want to throw it away. Your 316M does come with a P-Mag. Very nice. I prefer stainless steel mags myself, but a P-Mag's decent. Now the specs, when I was trying to look it up, your AM15, it says it has a match grade trigger. I don't know if that's some sort of typo. It's got to be a typo, so oopsie doopsie. But no, it's just a standard GI trigger. There's absolutely nothing special about it at all. Doesn't break clean at all. Like, trigger creep, trigger creep, trigger creep, trigger creep, trigger creep. Standard GI all the way. Your AM15 does not have any writing on this side of the receiver. Your 316M does say safe and fire. That's pretty cool. They both use birdcage flash suppressors. So now, which one would I purchase? To be honest, even if this had $100 more than the AM15, I would go with 316M. It's ready to run right out of the box. It already comes with sights. The only really thing I don't like about this is, one, it's got an inferior barrel, and it has a high shelf lower receiver. But aside from those two things, I do think it's a far better value for the 316M. But anyway, thanks for watching. Leave in the comments below which one you would pick and why. Don't forget to subscribe.